It's bitterly cold in the garden today. We've had about a week's frost. It's been frosty every morning. The ground's solid, look. I don't know if you can hear this. And I'm wanting a few leeks. Okay. I'm not going to get these leeks out of the raised bed. They're solid. Same applies to leeks down the allotment. You're not going to get them out, are you? Not in a hard frost. It's impossible. You can't dig them. You'll just break them. But fortunately, I still have some leeks in a pot. So what I'm going to do, the pot's frozen solid as well, by the way, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the pot indoors. It's going in the garage. It's going to stand overnight. Hopefully it'll thaw out, and tomorrow we'll have leeks. But if yours are in the ground, you won't have leeks because you can't get them out. So this is another reason why growing vegetables, growing leeks in these 10-inch pots is a good idea. I'll just turn this camera around, I'll show you these leeks. These are the leeks in the pot. Just turn the pot round, you see them, and that is solid. That pot is solid. Okay, so now we can take those leeks. Let's take them indoors, let them stand overnight. See what we can do tomorrow with them. Okay. The leeks have been in the garage overnight. I've felt the compost in there and it feels as though the frost has gone. So we've defrosted them. If you notice this is pot number 6. As I'm taking these leeks out, I'll tell you the tale about pot number 6. Okay, let's see if they'll lift out in a wanna. If I can get this with my feet, they might come out, they might not. Looks, oh yes, there you go. Okay, how many leeks is there? 5 leeks from pot number 6. Now, pot number 6 has already been used once this growing season. It's actually had early potatoes in it, and already from this pot has delivered 20 new potatoes. I think they were home guard. Okay, so last summer when the early potatoes were ready, I emptied the pot out and I had 10 litres of compost and 20 new potatoes, home guard. Okay, so took the new potatoes indoors and I still had 20 litres of used compost and an empty pot. Now at the time my raised beds were full and I had some leeks left over that I didn't have a home for. These were them. So I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll reinvigorate the compost. I'll put some, I think I had some 6X, some sort of fertiliser. I just tidied the compost up again, broke it all up, chopped it up, added the compost, popped it back in the pot, and sowed these leeks. Now these leeks, I don't know, might have been as thick as a pencil by then, and I had nowhere to put them, so they would have been wasted. So I put them in the pot that the new potatoes had came out of, the early potatoes, in the same compost that reinvigorated it. So this particular pot in a growing season has produced 20 new potatoes and 5 leeks. Now, that is a result. Believe me, that is a result. And the compost is being used twice and the pot is being used twice. So, where are we going with this conversation? Right, if you're like me, you've got your early seed potatoes now and they're probably on a windowsill somewhere chitting up, or in your greenhouse if you've got a greenhouse or polytunnel. So you're chitting up in your potatoes. You know that you're going to be planting them in a couple of months' time, and you know a few months after that you're going to be emptying them out and you're going to be eating your own homegrown new potatoes. You know that. Okay, you also know that you're going to have all this compost, right? And you're going to have an empty pot if you're growing in pots. So what are you going to do? Well, if you've got some leeks, you're going to sow some leeks. Use the same compost, the same pot. But if you haven't got any leeks, you're stuffed. So this is the plan. Now's the time to be planting some leeks, sowing the seeds. Okay, sow the seeds with the intention that in a few months' time, when you lift your early potatoes from your pots, you'll put the leeks straight in. You'll overwinter them like I've done, and you'll get 2 crops from one 10-inch pot. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take these leeks away, I'm going to tidy them up, then I'll bring them back, I'll put them back on this compost. I'll show you what they look like tidied up, okay? Okay, I've tidied the leeks up, as you can see. 5 nice leeks. If you're growing leeks, and if they're in the garden, in your raised bed, in the allotment, and it's as cold as it is where you are, as it is where I am, and the ground's bone hard, because we've had snow and we've had frost, you won't be eating leeks today, because you won't be able to get them out of the ground. These leeks were rock solid yesterday in that pot. Pot was bone hard, ground was bone hard. Leeks in the bed would never come out. Took the pot indoors, as you know, gave it a night in the garage, brought it out, and look at this. And then last summer, the exact same pot, the exact same compost, 20 home guard early potatoes. That's a result. Okay, so just before I sign off, I'll repeat what I've said earlier, because I often do. If you've got your early potatoes now, you should be chitting them up, ready to go, and they'll go in a month or two's time. Start some leeks off now from seed, grow them on, and when your early potatoes come out of your pots, the beginning of summer, early summer, midsummer, you'll be putting the leeks in where the potatoes have come out. Same compost, just reinvigorate it with something, and you'll be doing this next year. Okay, Homegrown Veg, signing out.